Sometimes you can break this rule. But the reason why you don't want to break this rule is we're going to think about this thing called... Hey, by the way, if you wanted to get coaching by me one-on-one, check out the first link down below. Enjoy the video. Ryan, do you want to... You said you want to focus on solo queue for now, right? Like just the general idea of solo queue? Cool. So first things first, you don't have many games, right? So volume is always going to be important. I'm going to explain my method I recommend you actually play if you're serious about grinding, which is called the best of 3 method. So what is this best of 3 method? Let me grab a notepad out. You want to do this once a day, and you want to make sure that you're aim to win your best of 3. But if you don't win, or like it doesn't matter if you win or lose, you stop after your best of 3, whether you win or lose. So the main reason for this is you get structure in your daily amount of playtime, and you also cut losses and cut wins, which will purely help you focus on the improvement. An alternative to this is called the 3 block method, which is you just play 3 games and then like call it no matter what. So you can use either of these. I personally recommend the best of 3 method because I'm very competitive and I want to win. I want to beat myself. So that gets me to the mindset of like, it's me against myself, no one else. That's why I prefer this. This is what I use to climb to like really, really high rank when I was qualifying for scouting grounds, actually. I used the best of 3 method because it just gave me structure to my day. So that's the structure behind your solo queue, like gaming at least. Like you're not playing enough and you haven't been. If you're really serious about this, like you got lots more to play. If you have the time, 3 games a day is literally all it takes. You could push to GM, you could push 2 masters. So I want you to emphasize like, hey, you gotta get going.
Okay.
Yeah,
I've already played like most of my games this month compared to like the last few seasons. It's insane.
Yes.
So.
And it's not a lot. That's the messed up part is you're still not playing too much.
Yeah.
So okay, let's take a look here. So we're on our Pantheon here. What I want to do is I want to see if I can get a Lee Sin game of you. It's Pantheon, Lee Sin. Okay, I want to focus.
Game is the Lee Sin game.
Yeah, I want to focus on Lee Sin first, and then we can take a look at some other champions and see what trends follow through.
Okay.
So first things first, let's take a look. Level 1. Okay, we land a nice bind. UQQ. 4 range champs. Get the kill. Cool. Okay. We do a Q smite. Auto smite. Yeah, looks good. Okay, everything looks cool. Good here. We go QE, sure. Clear is not too big of a worry. I just need to double check. Auto, E, auto. Q, auto. Okay. Yeah, pretty straightforward. Okay, and then you're seeing mid Tango right now. They're fighting. So you move. Okay. Take a look how you play this. Very nice. Very well done. I think this, like, mechanically is really, really clean. Your ball lane ends up dying. So this is gonna be where the game gets complicated. So in a very structured game, in a very straightforward basic game, your #1 goal is to full clear, and after your full clear, you want to play the map. So just understand, as a jungler, okay, let's understand our job. So what is our job as a jungler? So let's talk about what is our job. Our job as a jungler is to farm our camps first, then play around the map. So let me ask, what is the job of your laner? What is your laner's jobs? Like at its core.
To farm resources and maybe kill their opponents, pressure objectives.
Yeah, we'll start off with a very small step, which is get resources, meaning clear their damn waves. Right? So clear the damn waves. Picture this. Mid laner has 3 waves under his turret. And what they do is they decide to leave the turret to go make a play. That's the equivalent of a jungler leaving 2 to 3 camps to do something. Now, it's way less punishing for a jungler because there's no turret killing it, but in essence, it's the same because you're leaving the camp up for that long, meaning its resources getting depleted. So if you find yourself, and if we find for the rest of this game, you're too active on the map, that's where we need to understand that your job is to farm first, then play. And there's a structure behind this as well that we'll get into on your second rotation. But does that make sense? Your job as a jungler, does that make more sense?
Yeah.
Cool. So here, for example, you are on your camp. Your teammate's getting ganked. It's a very hard angle. I don't think he has flash or ghost. Your job is not to save this guy. Your job is to farm, gain a tempo advantage, and be ahead of camps on the Xin Zhao, and then now accelerate the game. I immediately noticed there's a problem here because you're so willing to drop your camps. It's going to be a trend all 3 of your games and all of your champions and permanently.
Okay.
You need to be understanding that, hey, when I look at this Swain, I'm holding tab, no summoner spells. I'm aware that Swain is really, really low, and I'm aware that even saving the Swain is like quite difficult to save. There's a TP coming in from Galio. Even if Swain comes to me, it's like it's sort of like stressful to fight. There's a Lucian Yuumi that can run up the river eventually. This map is not a map you want to do things on because you just made a play as well. If anything, the Swain needs to recall. Swain's not allowed to push this wave in. It's not your responsibility to save your teammate like this. In fact, I believe you're in comms here as well. It's actually even more important to tell your teammate to absolutely fuck right off. Because in a flex game or in a competitive game, it's easier to communicate that to your teammates. Hey, it is very bad for me to come. I will be able to help you 10 times more later. Let me explain. So, why is this job, like, why is it so important for us to clear? So pretty much number one, it gives us a tempo advantage. Like, but what does this mean pretty much? Like, what does a tempo advantage mean? It's like a random word being thrown out. Tempo advantage. This Xin Zhao is level 3 ganking mid. You already had a successful gank. While Xin Zhao now uses his time to gank mid, you are clearing your blue buff. You're almost done with your blue buff. Then you're doing your Gromp. Xin Zhao is barely starting his blue buff while you're clearing Gromp. That means on the next timer, the next sequence, you will hit level 6 faster. Level 6 Lee Sin versus level 5 Xin Zhao. Now, even if your millionaire died twice, you're still going to have a much higher chance of winning that fight. Because you had a tempo advantage that you used to farm. Levels mean way more than kills in the early game. Are you following with that logic here?
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, we want to clear our camps to get to level 6 ASAP. It does not matter, like, it does not mean much if we get a bunch of kills, but we are not farming. Because pretty much the goal is to be able to do both, but you need to find a way to discipline that. So you need to be willing to just like let your teammate die at the expense of the enemy jungler's tempo, and then it's actually a good thing for the game because you're gonna be like, yo, next time, don't worry about it. Next time, I'll be able to make a super good play with you later. Just wait till I get level 6. So all of this here, you're trying to gank bot lane, you're trying to do this. It's not a good gank because the wave is not even set up here. Like, I can explain the wave here. I don't care about like explaining the wave here. What I care about is you need to stop being so willing to make plays here. It's been 30 seconds. You've helped your mid laner, tried helping your mid laner again, and now you're helping your bot lane. You need to go farm your camps and go get level 6. Lee Sin level 6 is probably one of the most broken level 6s in the game. You deal 250 damage, you CC someone, you can knock multiple people up, combo that with your items, and your Q, your E. You're literally probably one of the most powerful level 6 champions in the game. Stronger than Karthus, stronger than, like, as strong as Gwen. Right, like, you've played Lee Sin, you can feel that strength.
Right.
Okay. Level 6 on Lee Sin is extremely powerful. We have to emphasize our power spikes as a ganking jungler, which is really confusing to people because Lee Sin's a powerhouse early. It's like, no, you're a powerhouse early and it doesn't stop. It doesn't stop when you get first item. It doesn't stop when you get second item. It doesn't stop when you get level 6. You just get stronger. So I don't like this. I don't like saying like, oh, I'm coming ball and I'm coming to help you guys. Like, no. And now let's dive into the wave here. So what you need to do as a jungler, and this is a solo queue, this is competitive, this is league. What is Lucian and Yuumi thinking here? What is their game plan?
They want to farm the wave, no?
Okay, so what are they farming? Let's break it down. We need to go to the minuscule, you need to go like to like the particles, the atoms in the world. Like, what is the most basic thing that Lucian and Yuumi are thinking of here?
They want, oh, Lucian and Yuumi? They want to crash the tower?
Crash the tower. Okay, so to crash the tower, what do they need to do?
Kill the minions.
Okay, how many minions are there?
There's 2.
How healthy are they?
They're pretty much dead, 1 out of each.
Okay, so how long does it take for you to run to there from here? How long does it take? Seconds.
10, 15 seconds.
Okay, how long does it take for them to kill these 2 minions and crash to the turret?
2 seconds.
Okay, is this a good gank?
No.
So when I ask you these questions and you ask yourself, oh, what does Lucian and Yuumi want to do? If you ever give me the response of they want resources, I'm going to absolutely lose my mind, because you need to dig in to the details of League of Legends, which is why we love League, because this means so much to the game. This also means so much to the game. This and this means everything. That's how you solve the game. Because there's another option here. It's like Lucian and Yuumi don't want to just crash. They want to pressure the low HP Twitch. But then you add the fact that Yumi's kind of low, and then you add the fact that maybe they want to recall. And you add the fact that maybe they saw Lee Sin in the bot side, and then you actually start playing League of Legends. You can't just tell me, oh, they want resources. Like, no, you need to break everything down to the super detailed, like as detailed as you possibly can be. Okay, so I'll be asking more questions, and I want you to really be detailed about things. Next thing here is, if Lucian and Yuumi have priority and have control, and they're going to get wards somewhere, like where are they warding?
They're warding Try, Scuttle.
Yeah. What are you doing? You're walking straight through the ward. Let me give you a tip here. Let me give you a trick. If you have to walk through a ward to gank, you are not going to succeed in your gank. Let me ask, what can you do instead if you still want to gank this bot lane and you were under the impression that Lucian and Yuumi will actually try to pressure the Twitch the entire time? What can you do instead?
Lane gank.
Lane gank. Okay, you go through here. Well, now when they see you, Lucian's going to E away and flash away. It doesn't work.
Right.
Let's try again.
I could wrap around Scuttle Crab first.
Wrap around. Always, actually. That's the solution.
Okay.
Is to always be willing to go here, ward hop over. Have you ever watched... Okay, you mentioned to me you haven't watched Roleplay. But there was an era in League of Legends where junglers would take Hex Flash. And junglers would literally level 2. It was Poppy, Sejuani, like tank meta. And it was when Kalista was so important in the bot lane, junglers would have to dodge wards. They got so creative that they started flashing over walls to make things possible. You're playing Lee Sin, bro. Just ward hop. Like, picture this. This is warded here. This is warded here. Lucian and Yuumi feel very confident. They want to keep pressuring. So they're not thinking about like being under threat because this is warded. This is warded. If you go all the way around here, you dodge this pocket here as well, you loop around, they're screwed. So if you're ever ganking, you need to picture that this gank, for it to work, you need to be willing to loop around. And if the timing of you looping around does not align with the wave, it's probably not a good gank. But the number one key fundamental rule here is do not gank on wards. We can't. You can't walk through wards. It's not going to work. And like lane ganking through the lane is also very difficult. You're playing Lee Sin, so it's a little easier, but you shouldn't be. Okay. Okay, so we do this, and then we're like dragging here. Okay. So this is my favorite part of League of Legends, and this is what I think is going to really be an eye opener for you for the rest of the time you play League of Legends. So pretty much, it's around 4 minutes into the game. Let me first ask these 3 questions. 1, how long does it take for a camp to respawn?
2 minutes.
2:15. Okay.
2:15. Okay.
Takes 2:15 for a camp to respawn. Now, if you're to think about it this way, do you know when your first camp respawns in this case?
Well, I did my red buff, so like the Krugs would come up at like 4 minutes.
4 minutes? Okay, let's really break it down. You finish red buff at around 150. Takes you 20 seconds. Now you're starting your Krugs. How long does it take you to clear Krugs? Around 10 to 15 seconds. So you're finishing your Krugs around 2:05 potentially. When is your Krugs respawning?
4:20.
4:20 is your best friend. Not for other reasons, but it's because of the timer in League of Legends. Okay, this timer right here is literally what will change the way you view League of Legends. Okay? Now last question here is how long does it take for you to walk from base to your first camp?
Like 30 seconds?
30 seconds. So from here to here, it's actually around 22 seconds. If you add the extra 8 seconds on your recall, then yes, it's a total of 30 seconds. Okay. Do you see how every time I'm deciding something in League and I'm explaining something to you in League, it's about time and seconds. I'm not like oh, like maybe it's this time, or maybe like I'm asking you, how long does it take for that Lucian or Yuumi to clear that wave? How long does it take for you to walk down there? League of Legends can be solved when you break down timings. So, okay, 420 is your best friend. 215 is another one of your best friends. Let's write this down for you, okay? So, important timings. It takes us 30 seconds to recall, 8, and walk to camp, walk to first camp, 22. Okay, camps respawn every 2 minutes 15 seconds. First camp respawns around 4:20. Okay, if you're clearing a little quicker, you maybe get a leash, you can do it a little earlier. Mm-hmm. Your goal should be to get to your first camp respawn the moment it spawns. Okay, because if you were to do this, and you were to constantly do this, to be on your camp the moment it respawns, and you're ready to clear it the moment it respawns, you will actually be able to farm 8 to 9 CS per minute every single game. At around 10 minutes into the game, if you properly farm, if you properly get to your first camp, if you probably get to your camp respawns every sequence, you will be around 80 CS at 10 minutes.
Okay.
So, LS, you know who LS is?
Yeah.
He emphasizes how important farming is. When I personally coach Ludwig, this is also something I emphasize. I'm like, yo, bro, you need to stop making plays and farm. Now, you're not a brand new player like Ludwig, and you're also not Ludwig's rank, so you don't have to be clueless here. You just need some structure with your gameplay.
Yeah.
If you follow this idea of 80 CS at 10 minutes, should be your goal. What will come after is our next early game goal. Let me ask you, what do you think your early game goal is as a jungler?
Pressure lanes and objectives?
Pressure lanes and objectives. Absolutely wrong. We don't care about any of that. Our early game goal is to get our damn first item.
Oh,
That's
okay.
it. Now, in doing this, in getting to this, yes, we want to pressure lanes. We want to get kills. We want to do all this other crap. Yeah, sure. But for what? So we can get gold. Now, let me ask you, in the mid game, what's our goal?
To pressure objectives?
To get our second item, and then get our third item, and then get our fourth item, and get our fifth item. We don't give a damn about these objectives. You can get all the objectives in the world. If you're not getting your items, it doesn't equate into anything. Now, at our second item, and third item, and fourth item, in this process of getting to our items, can we get objectives? Sure. Should we play for objectives? Absolutely, yes. But at its core in League of Legends, a resource turn-based-ish game, your goal is getting your items, and another layer is your levels. Okay, so I need you to change your framework. It's not go around the map and kill people and get all the objectives in the world. It's get your damn items so you're stronger the next time. League of Legends is cool in a way where there's like team deathmatch. It's like, imagine you're playing let's just use Valorant for example. Oh, actually, let's just use like Hunger Games for example. It's like you play the game naturally and you stock up and you want to get all your resources. The more resources you get, the better, because you know at the end of it, there's going to be this crazy fight that you have to show up to. Those objectives can help you be strong at the end of the fight, which they're very valuable. Getting the grubs, getting the dragons, getting all this other crap is very valuable. But at the end of the day, what's going to matter is if you can beat the shit out of everyone else and become the victor at the top. League of Legends at around 25, 30, 35 minutes, that's all League is you better fucking beat them in a fight, and you better have items over them. Does that make sense? Like, that perspective help you a little bit more? Like, that's your goal in League.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it helps me understand it a bit more because, like, we're racing for resources, so, like, when it comes to late game, when it's constant fighting, you're as strong as you possibly can be.
Yeah. Now, like Soul can help you. So here's the thing about objectives. Objectives can help you win positions that are against your favor or towards your favor, either way. So, for example, let's picture this. We were able to secure 3 dragons. Okay? That means on our 4th dragon, our Soul, the enemies will force in to try and get the dragon. Therefore, even if we're down some gold, if we set it properly, we'll have a positional advantage over them, and they'll feel forced. Alternatively, let's say we give the dragon and they want the fourth one. We can now trade into the top side. It gives us advantages, and objectives are less like clear value. It's more like, oh, like you can play more, you can do more of the map. That's more about macro. But at the end of the day, like League is like, get your damn items so you can play the game. So if we were to look at your games and we're like 20, 25 minutes and you don't have your items, it's a problem. What's going on? So I will say, to give you a good reference point, first item is around 9 to 12 minutes. Second item is around 18 to 22 minutes. Third item is around 30 minutes. You want to beat these timers as best you can. Sometimes I'm getting my third item at 22 minutes. Now picture everyone else. They're on this time track, they're on this timeline, and they're not even like remotely close to their items. This is a very like honestly it's maybe like more like 26 to like 32, like because later on people get really confused. But ultimately, like, your goal is to get your first item at 8, and then get your second item at 14, and then get your third item at 20, and get your fourth item by the time everyone's only working on their like third. You know, like that's your goal. Okay. So back to what we were referring to, which is important timings. You need to be on your camp on respawn at 420 every single time. Okay, as best as you can. Sometimes you can break this rule, but the reason why you don't want to break this rule is we're going to think about this thing called weak side, strong side. It's going to be a very important concept for you to learn. Weak side and strong side. So, let's say we're padding towards bot lane. Which side of the map is our strong side?
Bot lane.
Bot lane's our strong side. Now, which side of the map is our weak side?
Top side.
Top side. Cool. So if we were to really quickly color code this in a really messy way, top lane is your weak side. Okay? And then bot lane is your, let me find a nice color for this, strong side. So hopefully it's not too ugly, but helps me. So if you want to make a play, you want to make it into your strong side always. Meaning, if I see you in the rest of this game do something up here, you're out of your mind. Oh, yes. Now, let's say your bot lane is no longer winning. This does shift to where your path is towards your strong side, but your lane, your pathing is towards your weak side, but the lane you want to work around is still up here. But let's play it off the idea that your bot lane is winning. If your bot lane is winning, right, your strong side down here, you do not want to spend any time into the weak side. That means there's no invading, there's no grubs, there's nothing top lane. You want to clear your camps on respawn the moment they're ready to be cleared. Why? Because we can get to the bot side quicker. And then we can do the dragon quicker. And then we can gank bot lane quicker. And then we can invade bot lane quicker. So, the idea here is we want to clear this as fast as we can to be able to go down and play into the bot lane where our strong side is. Along with this theory, we don't actually have to clear our strong side camps. So if we were to label this as weak side camps, these are our strong side camps. If there's a play in the bot lane to make, or the mid lane on this side, then you can skip your strong side camps. That's completely fine. It's almost exactly what you did. The difference is you need to make it to your weak side respawn the moment it's up. Do you have any questions? Maybe it's a lot. It's a lot of... Okay, makes sense. Cool. So, the flow of the game, let's draw this out, can look like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then it's around like 3:50 in the game. Again, it takes us 30 seconds to recall and then walk. So instead of clearing the wolves, what do you do? Because it's 3:50 already.
I gotta go to my Krugs.
Yeah.
Krugs.
So you insta respawn, or you insta recall here. So you recall here, you go straight to your Kruggies, you clear the Kruggies 420, you clear this. So hold on, it's getting a little messy here. But then after you clear this, you're here, and then you have a choice now. Instead of going to your wolves, you don't have to. You can go pull the dragon. You can go gank mid. You can go invade. You can go gank bot lane. You can go dive bot lane. Or you just clear camps. And then you can look. But the flow of the game can look like this. And this is where things are going to get messy. Follow the line. It's pretty much like this. And then like this. Right? Like, and then you go, and then you B, and then like this. And I've gone games in pro play, in solo queue, in a lot of scenarios where you don't have to touch these. If you're properly playing to your strong side, your strong side's doing great. Your goal is constantly make the play, recall, return to your weak side. Make the play, recall, return to your weak side. Make the play, recall, return to your weak side.
Okay, is that just to like spend as little time up there as possible, so you're just always on strong side?
Yeah, let me explain what could happen here. So like,
Okay.
look at this. So you clear the Krugs, cool, awesome, good job. You got us Krugs, and now you want to do the dragon. Well, if I'm Xin Zhao, I knew you path top to bot. Your game is over here. Why? Figure out what the Xin Zhao can do that just completely screws your game.
He can kill me because he's already recalled and has items.
Sure.
He could also just invade everything topside.
Yeah, he's gonna get 3 quadrants now. You have given him the opportunity to get 3 quadrants. Well, you took half because you took his Krug, so cool. But you're allowing him, you're permitting him to do this. Why?
So I'm not clearing my camps on spawn?
Yeah, no, that's literally it. You're not clearing your camps on spawn, you're not clearing your weak side. You're not clearing the side that you won't be on. Picture this. If those camps were here and this was alive, well, you can leave them up. Who cares? Because you're here. You're going to fight them off. But you're trying to do the dragon and these camps are up. But guess what? If this Xin Zhao was smart, Xin Zhao's clearing your raptors and your Krugs. And now what? Now you're going to never be level 6 this game. Xin Zhao's going to clear his raptors, your Krugs, the grubs. You can try and fight him, but he's like already level 6 from 1 grub or 2 grubs. Maybe he needs wolves and he's 6, and you're barely level 5. Actually, you won't be level 5. So you're gonna share your XP with your teammates. So the main reason for this, the main reason to apply the weak side to strong side concept is to deny the enemies from ever being able to cross invade back into you. Picture this. Let's just say we only wanted to go bot lane where our strong side is. At a base, we skip our top camps. Let's say we go immediately for an invade here. Cool. And it works because our bot lane's winning. Cool. Now the enemies can just trade. And it's an even trade. Now picture this. We go out of base. We clear this really quickly. And then we invade. And now guess what? We're the ones who is getting 3 quadrants.
Right.
Now we're winning. Hella hard. So you can min-max your advantages by playing the weak side, strong side theory. And also by structuring your gameplay, by you need to be on your respawn camps the moment it spawns, especially your weak side. You actually clear up a lot of messy issues. You clear up a lot of the random, like, oh shit, can he invade me? Like, oh shit, am I gonna lose my camps? Like, dude, like, the game sort of feels out of my control right now. You will always be in control if you clear weak side camps first. Okay, because here, you're also under a lot of danger here. You don't even get the small Krugs, by the way. Look at how much EXP this gives you. It's really funny. Look at how much EXP this gives you. Look at your bar go up. You need to learn this. You see that? It did not go up by shit. He's getting more EXP from this little guys than you are from the big guy. And gold. The Krugs camp is worth around 105 gold. You got 15 out of 105. So please, don't invade like this ever again. If you want to be here, you better save your E to get the little guys. The little guys are so much more. Make sense?
Yep.
Cool. This is not worth for you in a million years. So to the dude in chat, please stop your yapping. You don't know what's going on. Okay. So we have a team mat here. We clear our Krugs, or we clear our Raptors. We're here in the top side. We're gonna fight this guy off. Cool. Your laner moves first. This is very nice. They have Galio R. This is well played. Do you see how he's like hitting level 6 already?
Yeah, he hit 6 there.
Yeah.
Off the kill.
Off the kill. So that means he's really close. That means if he invaded your camp instead, but before starting this, he'd actually be 6. Okay, so this ends up being like okay for us, but it's a mess. Now, picture this. Let me teach you something here. Now, I don't think your bot lane's hard winning, but let's just picture a world where your bot lane's winning more. And let's also picture a world where like the game is more stable. Because honestly, if I'm your top laner, I don't want to fucking be level 5 fighting this shit. I want to give this so we can play. Because when does Vayne get strong? When does Vayne excel?
3 items later.
Yeah.
3 items.
So your top laner, Sassio, should also be like, fuck off, bro. I don't want to fight this shit. Swain also gets strong later. You all should be like, huh, we probably should not fight this shit. What you should do instead is clear top camps ASAP, run straight into his bot side, and boom, we're in that scenario where we can actually trade against the enemies. Instead, you took a really hard fight. A really difficult fight here. That could, like honestly, you played pretty nice. Honestly, like your Q hold is good. Like, this is like really well played. But it's like, dang, like if you run this scenario pretty much like 100 times, it's like always a 50-50. And we're just trying to avoid those plays. We don't want to be forced to constantly make 50-50 plays. Okay, so we clear all this. Cool. We grab a B. We go for the top side. Okay, so we see this. Let's take a look at this here. This sequence. So one thing that's very important to me is, I know we see it, but one thing I'm always checking, this is jungle tracking. Okay, one thing I'm always checking here is how recent did the Xin Zhao get his red buff? So the reason why is if this guy got red buff a little earlier than like later, it can almost indicate whether his Krugs are up or not. Because it's also a matter of timing too. So how long has this guy been missing? It really just like, it can get, like, once you get into the habit of checking their buff, and thinking about timing, how long it takes them to do red Krugs, Raptors, maybe Wolves and Gromp as well into a top gank. If you add timing and the buff duration, the buff length, like how long is left, you can actually do a lot more jungle tracking than most people like expect. So I just recommend click on the guy and check. Okay, your top laner is not happy. He's getting literally solo killed. And this is actually a sort of a byproduct of what you were doing in the top side. Leave him be, and if he's losing, leave him be. You need to go win somewhere else. You need to go win by yourself. The cannon, good. Bad ward hop. Nice Qs. Q hold, good. Cool. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I did kick this guy at like 100 HP. Little weird.
You didn't smite either?
Yeah.
Yeah, the kick at 100 is like really not cool. Not cool stuff. And then here, yeah, it's just it's not cool stuff. That's pretty much it. Yeah, a little bit of better spacing here too, but it's okay. Okay, so bot lane's winning. You're happy with bot lane. You're getting these dragons. Cool. We can kill these guys again because they're overstepping. Cool. So here we are. We found the problem, right? You're back into the state of like you're clearing your bot camps. What should we be doing instead here?
Should be recalling and clearing my top side.
Cool. So now you're following the flow of the game. You want to get the fuck away from your top laner because this guy's absolutely griefing and your mid laner is also absolutely griefing. Get away from them and go play with your bot lane. So the quicker we get to bot lane, it means we need to clear our top camps and go down. I mean to recall as well. What will happen here is you are locked on the map. You are locked on the map at a disadvantage. So let's say you clear Gromp and you clear Wolves, and your Twitch is like, yeah, let's fight. Well, guess what? Now you're so delayed off the map because you still need to recall that you can't fight shit. You can't do anything. So look what happens. Twitch and Morgana are ready to play the game, and now you clear your top camps. Hello, you're on the wrong side of the map. Not only are you on the wrong side of the map, okay, you're fighting on the wrong side of the map. You have one winning lane in the bot lane. You need to get out of here. Okay, so like just literally like 3 things happen here. That was just really bad. 1, the flow of your camp sequence. You need to fix that. Now you understand what it should look like instead. So this is another thing to explain. Timing. I think it was a timer over here. Okay, picture this. You take this dragon, and let's say we flip the timing. Excuse me, we flip the timing. Instead of you doing his Krugs, you recall, and instead of doing Gromp and all this crap, you recall at around 350. Okay, so let's say we recall at 350. And we run straight to our Krugs. We're doing this at 420. And then we're doing this at 445. And then we're pulling the dragon at around, 510. We'd have our items. We'd have Caulfield's, maybe a T-mat, maybe not enough for a T-mat, but like double longsword, pickaxe, whatever. What will happen is after we do the Drake, we can explore the map and then go gank bot lane. And then go gank mid lane, go invade, or go back and clear our camps. Go back, or cross over. You have options. What do you have to do in this scenario after the dragon? Like, you're forced to, most of the time.
I have to go clear my top side and spend time up there.
You just spend time up there, yes, but before you get to your top side, or even when you do get to your top side, what are we missing? What do we have that's like, damn, we spent 5 minutes getting a kill and 30 CS. We haven't used it. What have we not used?
I got 1,400 gold.
Yeah, you're locked on the map. So we want to avoid scenarios where we're locked on the map. It's very, very difficult situations where you literally can't do anything because you're locked. So this is the same essence of locking yourself here. You are locked on the map when you do your Gromp and your Wolves here like this. Recall first, then do them. You don't have the luxury or the agency this game to over-tempo. This is what we call an over-tempo.
Okay.
If you are hard winning, you still wouldn't want to do this. But yeah, it's gonna be easier to do this. Because you are losing, you are under threat in your top side of losing everything. If this is me and I'm Xin Zhao, your top side is gone. It's mine. It's already mine, by the way. After he goes balling, he's recalling immediately, going straight to your top camps, and he's mine. Look, if this Xin Zhao just wants to recall right now, you see him. He just recalls. He doesn't do his Krugs. He recalls because he understands he should be invading you when he's this powerful and breaking your top turret with the grubs. He's already there. You need to clear those camps quicker. Otherwise, they're mine, bro. I'm gonna eat that shit up, bro. If you're playing against a higher ranked player, Dash is gone. Do you sort of see like the flaw in our positioning right now on the map?
Yeah, I'm seeing it.
Because the GP is very powerful. The GP has like 5 kills or something ridiculous, and you're leaving your camps up for way too long. Okay, cool.
I even have to fight for them here.
You have to fight for them. Yeah, you almost die here. But like also, a big problem here is you tell your teammate, fuck right off. We're not winning. We're not winning a fight. Sorry. Yeah, he has to die. Like that's fine. If he dies, it is what it is. You're gonna lose top tier. It is what it is. You can break their bot turret. You gotta trade. If he doesn't die, cool. Like he can survive maybe and defend the top tier, or maybe your Swain can defend the top tier. The only reason why I'm coming here to be with my Vayne is to defend the top tier 2 under his turret. If for some fucked up reason this guy got off his top tier 2 turret when he's fucking 0-5, I actually would just give the turret and I would just say like whatever, like let's just go bot lane and get some gold. Because okay, this turret is worth 800 gold, right? So it's worth 675 local. That's tier 2 turrets in top and bot. 675 local, 25 per person, at a total of 800 gold. I can go bot lane here, and depending on how many plates there are, 4 plates, 4 times 125 is equal to 500, plus the turret break, which is also with 500. You actually get more gold from the bot turret, right? And then you add the 2 kills, you can get 600 gold. You can make a 600 gold play for them getting around 1100. And when the score's 10-6 and we're losing, a trade is great. So let me explain why a trade is great. Trading in League is literally like the core principle of macro. You need to trade because you will... Excuse me. You need to trade because you will get your items quicker, and then you can match their items. So picture this. Twitch is getting gold, you're getting gold. GP is getting gold, Xin Zhao's getting gold. Vayne's out of the game, Lucian's out of the game. Now, you have 2 items, Twitch has 2 items, GP has 2 items, Xin Zhao has 2 items. Cool. Now, the thing is, Xin Zhao and GP are a little more ahead. So they're going to have 2.5 items. You're going to only have 2. Which is fine, because the completed item is what matters. They have a little bit more stats, that's where mechanics come in. You're going to outplay them. You're a good Lee Sin player. But what we don't want is to respond to all their plays, lose because they're stronger than us. Right now, they're stronger than us. And then now they're at 2.5 items, and we're at like 1.75 items. We're so close. And if we had just traded one time in the earlier states, we would be at our second item, we'll be able to like actually match them and contest them on like different positions in the map. So does that make sense?
Yeah.
Cool. We clear this here. Good. We're in the bot side. This is good. So this is what like this. Think about it from Xin Zhao's perspective. He is so far ahead. How is he allowing you to get his entire bot side?
Right.
So now you can sort of see like what should Xin Zhao what should Xin Zhao have done instead?
There should have been no camps for me to take if he's
Yeah.
strong siding top.
Yes. So he needs to clear his weak side first. There you go.
Mm-hmm. Then he'd have 3 quadrants because he's invading
Yes.
mine.
There you go. He'd have 3 quadrants. There you go. And now your game is screwed. So this Xin Zhao actually gave you a way back into the game.
Okay.
Cool. Kill these piggies. Amazing. Cool. Clear. So let's look at this. We're really close. We bought a coffee field, so we want to go black cleaver. Okay, cool. We decide to switch up. Yeah, center sky is good. So no pink wards? You're not a fan of pink wards. What's going on? You don't like pinks?
I should be buying them more.
Just one out of base, like always. Just one out of base. You're playing Lee Sin, you want one out of base.
Yeah.
But cool. We're in the bot side. We're trying to pressure. Okay, Vince fighting. This is not bad.
Oh, this was bad.
Okay, your W is not great. You have a fatty bounty too. Okay,
Yeah.
out of base. There's an important thing we need to do out of base always.
Krugs just spawned. Gotta go clear them.
So Krugs are great, but what's important here is the assessment of who is strong and who's weak. So here we are. Who's strong?
On our team,
Yes.
just Twitch and me.
Yeah. Well, let's look at Swain's conditions. Is Swain weak?
Not very.
Yeah. Is he strong though?
He's got rallies. He's strong.
Yeah. He's like doing okay. Okay. Cool. So we can fight around him. Cool. So you're Swain on Twitch. You want to fight around. You're very strong. Now, again, okay. Let's backtrack to the start of our session here. What's our goal as a League of Legends player? What's our goal?
To get items.
Yeah. How close are we to our next item?
We're. Like,
Give me a number. Give me a number. How much gold do you need? It's important to know these things.
Like 800 gold.
100 gold. It's you need 900 total from here. So you need 500 more.
900, okay.
It's 400 for the ruby crystal that you have, and 500 for the Sun or Sky completion, if I'm not mistaken. Sometimes I mess that things up too. Let's double check. 900. There you go.
Yeah.
So that means you should do what then to get this 900?
Clear camps.
Yeah, literally, just clear cam, stop to bot, and chill the fuck out, and then like you're gonna 1v9 this game, bro. This is your game to 1v9. You're so fed. You're playing really good. Amongst all the things I've been saying, you're playing a good game of League, bro. You know what you're not playing for? Your damn items. So then you do the stupid shit mid lane and you throw the game.
Yeah. I hand them my bounty. Oh,
You hand them your bounty, you ruin your tempo, you ruin the map state, you don't kill bot lane where your Twitch is literally like gunning the guy down in the bot lane. Tell your 1-3-1 mid laner, you can fuck right off. I'm gonna go play with my strong Twitch. If you can't do that, you can't be a jungler. This is a saying when I did my jungle cheat sheet a while back. There's like 2 of them. Number 1, you're the captain of the damn ship, bro. You don't take answers from your crew members. You can take advice, you can take thoughts. It's your call at the end of the day. You chose today that you're going mid lane instead of bot lane, you're an idiot. Own that shit. You literally are the captain of the ship. Okay? Another thing, you can't be the damn sheep. Your teammates are the sheep. He's hurting you, you've already lost as a jungler. You hurt your Swain. You get your sheep Swain to come and do shit with you. Right now, it does not feel like you're in control of what you want to do. You are responsive to your teammates' calls of help. If you play like this, you won't be able to succeed as a jungler. That is not for you. You need to be really aware of like what you're going towards, what you're playing for, and what you are doing. You are not the sheep on the team. You can't be. You are the jungler. The jungler has so much say in the game to where if you give your say up, it is the worst thing that you can do. For example, I was playing on a team as a complete rookie amongst 4 veterans, and I still have the most say on the team, and I still have the most agency, the most pressure and everything, and as a complete damn rookie. That's just how that's just the jungle role. That's why jungle is so important. So what would happen is if I do something stupid, it's my fucking fault. Even if my teammate is like convincing me that I should do it, it's still my fucking fault. I don't care if MP's higher ranked than you or Saskio's higher ranked than you or your teammates are better than you. It's like, dude, like then learn. You need to learn quick. You need to catch up then.
Right.
Every team that I've seen that's competitive, every jungler that I've seen that joins competitive, and every warning sign I give to my junglers who want to go into competitive, it's dude, just do me one thing. If you go, please just don't listen to your fucking stupid teammates or your coach. They don't know shit about your role. I'm sorry, they don't. They have no idea. They don't even know the tip of the iceberg about jungling. At the level you do. So they don't know what's right or wrong for you. What they know is, hey, I'm fucking dying. Please help me. So I'll give another story. When I was on a team with more rookie players, and I was actually the veteran on the team, these guys like absolutely desperately like were clueless, and they didn't direct me on what to do. But you need to be the fucking military like guy. You need to like, get them to all stand up fucking straight, and you need to set them up right, bro. Like you need to situate these guys. If you can't do it, again, the team functionality, the team dynamic, it just falls apart because you have the agency, not your mid laner, not your top laner, not your ADC. Maybe your support, but at the end of the day, it's you. Okay, so.
Right. Okay.
You need to get into that headspace. It's like, hey, you're an absolute idiot for this. Like, and you need to own and you need to understand, like, why? Why did I do this? Well, I'll give you the reason why. You saw your mid laner, MP, do something stupid, dying, ask for help, and you're like, oh yeah, I'm coming, bro. No, fuck off, bro. You're doing something stupid, bro. Don't fight. Leave. Catch the wave. We're literally gonna scale and we're gonna win this game. Fuck right off. Let's go dive the Galio. Let's go trade. The dragon's coming up. Why are you fighting right now? What are you doing? Absolutely brainless decision making right here. Dragon's coming up. Why are we using your ultimate? Why are we fighting mid lane? You are 500 gold off your item. Tell your teammates, announce it. Hey, I'll carry all of you little stupid little piggies. Let me get my item. Okay, you need to own the game. Oh dear God, you all need to get banned. So, number one rule I explained earlier, right? Which in macro is what? What's like the key thing to good macro? When you're behind.
Trading?
Trading. So what does trading look like if they want the fucking dragon?
We have to go top side. We can look Herald or top turret, dive, gangplank or something.
Wow. Wow, and then what does it help? What does it help for you? Well, and when we think about our goals as a league player, how does that help us?
We get gold. We can get our items.
Yeah. Wow. That now Saskio has been running it down the whole game. Your top laner, who's losing, now gets some gold, and now he's a little bit more even. Now your Twitch and your Morgana, who's gonna scale nicely, they get more time to farm and scale up. Now your Swain, who's not even here, mind you, and you have no ultimate as well. You guys get a job to do in the top lane. Do that, Herald. Invade his top camps. Dive that GP. What are we doing, team? Okay, so we all die. Like whether it works or not, you guys get the dragon. Cool. The essence of this is like really bad macro decision making because again, you run this scenario 100 times. Maybe you guys want it this time, but like, what's gonna happen the next time? What's gonna happen if this Xin Zhao and this Lucian and this Galio is maybe a little bit smarter and they actually go for the Twitch instead of you? Right? Like, what's gonna happen? Or like let's say they just like they're less stupid essentially. They get Morgana out earlier, like whatever. Like if the scenario plays out so many more times, if they're a bit smarter in how they play, like how does it differ? Like what changes? You know? Like that's what we need to really consider. It's like, hey, if you run this over and over and over again, a better Lucian player, a better Xin Zhao player, a better Galio player, or let's say you're playing worse today. Let's say you just aren't playing good. You're just having a bad day. You don't want to make these plays. You want to go do the safe thing, which is go take the Herald or go kill the Gangplank. Actually, both. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly take a look at the early game of these other games. And I'm going to explain to you how like it's probably going to look like the same crap. Okay. So, do you know how jungle EXP or jungling and lane EXP works?
Not like specifically.
Okay, the earlier you are in the game, the less EXP you'll get from minions. The later you are in the game, I think the breaks at like 18 minutes or like 16 where you get 100% of the EXP from minions. But right now, look how much EXP this gave you. Oh, you don't have the thing in the interface. Like, you just have to take my word for it. These minions will give you a significantly like less amount of EXP in the early game, and it just, as the game progresses, you'll get more. I mean, you can look at your bar, for example. Your bar is probably the best indicator here. See that, like, that shit literally didn't even move like an inch. That's just like not moving that's just moving so small. It's like, dude, you caught fucking 5 minions or 4 minions, and that shit barely moved. That's literally like 5 fucking small raptors. So,
Dang.
as you progress in the game, lanes will give you more XP. So I don't really catch waves until maybe past like 7 minutes. So people constantly ask me like, oh, like would I catch this? I'm like, absolutely fucking not. I'd only catch it if I can kill every single minion and get the gold. But here you're missing 42 gold already, 2 melee minions, and then you missed a bunch of the casters. I'm like, bro, what's going on? Can you fucking, like, bro, like, what's going on here? Like, bro, you know, then it's like, okay, you literally came here for 14 gold. I'm like, dude, what's going on? So, I would maybe go for waves if it's like a cannon minion. If it's a cannon minion, like maybe. Okay, here. We have a ball in. You gotta kill. Okay. And like, can you help these guys? For real? Maybe you can help the Thresh. Thresh is out. So what happens here is if I'm Graves, and I see Thresh's HP, and I know your bot camps are up, yeah, you're fucked.
Yeah.
Good fucking luck, buddy. Why did this happen? Because you're like, oh, I gotta go have my teammates, man. Like, oh, like, jungle gap. Just when I see this, my immediate thought is, go to work bot lane. You got the jungler's attention. I'm gonna farm my grump while you guys die. Cool, you guys already got a kill. Awesome, dude. I'm gonna carry. I'm gonna give back later 10 times the amount the Graves took from you guys. Does that make sense? You're gonna come back level 6, better tempo than Graves, stronger than Graves.
Right. That makes sense. Because now I'm fighting for these camps down here afterward.
Yes, and now not only you behind, they're behind, and it's like, dude, like we're just all fucking depressed.
Right.
Okay. These are fighting hard. Unreal, man. Okay, here, same thing. Like, what are we doing? We have a winning lane elsewhere. So this game, where should I mine be? Where should I mine be at? Like, it should be playing for this dragon, and it should be invading bot camps and diving the enemy bot lane.
Yeah. But here I have to clear my weak side, and then I'm recalling from item. This is so bad.
Well, this is fine. You can clear weak side because of what happened earlier on. You fucked up. Clear your camps.
Right.
What's bad is, what are you doing here? And you're like looking to clear the rift or the grubs for some reason, or gank top lane. What is all this? This is what I'm worried about. It's that you're not fully focused on getting back to your bot camps or your bot lane that's hard winning.
That makes sense.
Cool. We're here, but we're here 10 seconds later because we stalled time on our top side.
Right.
And then look, because the rest of our game got fucked over, you lose top camps. So thankfully, someone is human, this Graves, so you immediately get punished. Good. Oh, like, why are my top camps gone? Sucks. You know? It's because you're not playing your map correctly. You're not playing for tempo correctly. And then you have to burn ult to like get away from this guy. It's like it's so awful. You also almost a minute, 2 minutes and a half. It's very long cooldown. You don't want to be willy-nilly just using that. And then here it's like, you want to know why I never die here? I don't give a fuck about this guy. I want to clear this top wave, get to ball lane immediately. Because that's where I'm winning. So I'm not dealing with any of this shit. I'm not fighting this guy at all. My ball lane is where I want to be. Good, I see you prepping your Qs. That's good. So, do we have 5 stacks here? Yeah, that's good. It's good. Okay, what is going on? Just recall normally, just be normal. You know, like what it okay. You know, just like go in the bush. Just go in the bush. Like it's fine.
Yeah.
Just be normal. It's okay. Good. We're in the bot side at least. Like your mid lane dies. Okay, so yes.
Yeah. This game went really like poorly at some point, and we ended up like hard losing. I think out of all the games to look at, this would be one that I would probably learn a lot from. Because this Graves was like the only human being that we actually played against, so like I'm actually losing camps on my weak side and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, are you playing against X Royal? Okay, yeah, and then Chinese players. Okay. Yeah, I mean, like, what in the fuck are all of us doing? Why are we invading his camp here? What? This is like the worst map play I've seen it in. Like, what is the goal of us going mid lane here? Why is Shen ulting mid? For what?
I don't remember. I guess we're just getting the tower.
Cool. After we get the turret, then what?
I don't know. There's not really anything up. So
Yeah.
I think that's why we run into top side.
Well, you have fucking 4 camps up. There's a top wave dying, and your mid laner's bot lane. What? So here, you tell your teammates, yeah, guys, I gotta go farm. I gotta go be useful this game. Your top laner should also be like, yo, I got waves to catch. Let me go back to my top wave.
Mm-hmm.
This is on you to control. So what I need you to do is I need you to get your head out of the fucking dirt, and I just start yelling at your teammates. Tell them what to do, one way or another. I need you to like try and control the game, because you as a jungler, you have a lot more sight and clairvoyance over the entire map. Like you see more, because your eyes are more glued to the map. It should be than compared to a laner, because laners need to fight. Laners need to like 1v1 and do their bullshit and land and trade. So you see a lot more on the map. At least you should be. You see your camps are up. You see top waves dying. If you're not seeing that, that's also a problem. Then you need to announce it to your teams, like, yo, you guys gotta do other. You guys gotta get the fuck off that. Like, get the hell out of here. Go to your wave. When I see your top laner TPing like this, I'm like, what in the fuck am I looking at? What's going on? Go clear your red buff. Go clear your Krugs. We do not need to break this turret right now. What are we fighting for? Go get your second item. Go relax. Your ADC and support can like threaten this, but we don't need to be investing our ultimate into this. And then you, after you guys get this turret, you need to just go chill. You have camps up. You have other things to play for. This puts us in such a terrible position. Your Lucian and Thresh are joining this fight. Look at their HPs.
Alright.
God, what are we doing? Go farm. Go chill. Relax.
And then we died for it. Oh god.
Yes, you all die. It's just terrible positioning. You guys all need to chill. Okay. What are we fighting for? This is like a dragon. This is our 3rd dragon. You have Herald? Go break 2 top turrets, my friend. How much gold is an ace worth? When you add assists, it's a little complicated. Let's just say base gold off individual kills.
Just 1500?
Yeah. You add assists, it's like maybe like around 2k. How much is that top turret worth? Top tier 1.
600?
500. 250 local, 250 global. 50 per person. And 250 local, so you need to be next to it to get that, and you split it. How much is that tier 2 top turret worth? Pop quiz.
800.
Yeah. That's worth 1,300 gold. You include the waves, you're around 1,600 gold. It's literally acing the enemy team equivalent. You have Herald as well. Go use that Herald to break all that. We don't even have our second item. Why are we fighting this? If you look at the tab screen, as well, I'm going to yell at your entire team here. Probably none of your teammates have second item. And we're trying to fight this shit. Go dive that Aurora. And you're not even holding tab to check. You guys are just like, yeah, let's fucking fight. Hold tab. Who has items? Who is strong? And you know, if anything, they have items. If anything, like they're Kiana and Graves, cheap items because of lethality, and they're strong right now. I would love to hold tab. I would love to see a tab screen, but maybe we don't. It's another big thing. It's information. It's like you can be the smartest player ever. But it doesn't matter if you don't get info.
Yeah, I usually tab a lot like in the first 5 minutes, and I just forget to.
You just stop. It's more important later on in the game. You gotta compare items. Here we are. Some tab screen here. Let's wait till it shows back up. Okay. So ADC is very powerful. ADC has 2 items. Cool. Their mid laner has 2 as well, and then their top laner has 2 as well. So your mid and ADC are very, very powerful. Cool. You're not that powerful. It's literally just your ADC. Now let's think about your ADC. If your ADC is the strongest person on your team, and there's a fight on the dragon that's sort of difficult to fight. Difficult being you guys don't really have the setup to this, right? Like you guys I mean, you guys sort of do have the setup, but it's also like they just take the space so easily.
Right.
It's not a good fight for your ADC either. No one should be wanting to fight this. Like if anything, you need to get your second item so you can be a bigger frontline. Your Garen needs to be here to flank. Your comp is awful, by the way. Like this is really bad comp. But like if you want to win this fight, you guys need to take the fight to where an even better advantageous position for you. Like pretty much like what needs to happen to win this is like Thresh needs to sit in a bush and hook someone. And honestly, like that's like one of the best ways to win this fight. But it's very, very, very difficult to actually like win this scenario here, to win this fight. So ultimately, what I'm trying to say here is like this is another scenario where like trading is actually really important. Like your Lucian actually even played this like nicely at dodging Kion ult. The ultis are a little weird, but like you guys are actually like playing this like pretty decently, and like it's still like very difficult to win because like Kiana flanks, Aurora's here, this and that. It's a difficult fight. So what we should do instead is trade. Okay, and then we go again. Like oh my god. Like this is a third dragon, guys. Come on, chill out. Like it's okay. We can give it. This game is fine, but you guys just keep forcing fight, and we're not just like forcing a fight in. We're in there. You see what I mean? Like we are fucking in there. Okay, so you guys lose everything on the map, and then now we're trying to trade on the top side, and then Garen dies, so you guys can't trade now. Trade now is not real. It's not a real timer trade. Because there's nothing for them to trade on the map. There's nothing for them to do on the map. If he had mana, he actually wins. It's ridiculous. Yeah. Okay, so also I don't think Pantheon's a good champion. It's a separate thing. It's very hard. It's very snowbally champion, or you have to have a decent comp with it, and also their comp is hard to play against. Well, hopefully you can sort of see the trends here. So pretty much like what's happening is we need to like get our items. So like what I need you to work on. Number 1, like apply the weak side, strong side. Set rules to your pathing gameplay. Stop working around your weak teammates. It's very, very, very disturbing to watch. Think about it this way. You have a teammate's. No, I don't want to like. Hold on, let me think. I used to use this analogy all the time. So the goal is to cross like a finish line, and you're in the ocean, and there's this teammate, and you're also on the same boat, and there's this teammate that's like, carrying a lot of shit on him, very fucking heavy, it's just weighing the whole thing down. And at a certain point, there's another ship that shows up. You need to fucking leave that ship, let it fucking sink, and let your teammate make the choice. They sink, they drown, they die, and they're useless forever. Fuck them. Or they'll join you on the ship that you're playing with Lucian. With the other teammate that's actually accelerating and making it to the finishing line. You have a teammate who's like, yo, like, I need a captain here. Please, anyone, who could it be? Join me and we'll win the game. We can at least try to win the game. And our stupid teammate can join us or not. We'll see. Doesn't matter because I'm going to try to make it to the finish line, whether it's 2, 3, or 4 of us. Maybe even 5 of us. You need to let go of your stupid teammates because they will always be there. And it could be my professional teammates. God, did I hate these guys sometimes because they're so stupid. It does not ever end. They're challenger players, very high ranked players. God, they're so stupid sometimes. It won't stop, man. Your best friends are going to be stupid. Your solo queue high ranked teammates are going to be stupid. I'm going to be stupid. You're going to be stupid. That's League of Legends. People fuck up. It's on you to adapt and adjust what's going on. Cool. So stop working on your weak teammates.
Okay.
The next thing here is focus on completing your items. Reframe your League of Legends structure to playing for these items. Last thing here would be actually I don't think it's like use when you have enough gold to complete your items, you need to be stressing it and quickly recalling for the item. Last thing is for like this is for you and your team and everyone. It's like macro. When mid game approaches, we have to start trading.
Okay.
Stop blindly waiting everything. In order to identify proper trades, we need information. Hold tab, please. Hold tab. Look at items. Look at their strengths.
Yes, sir.
Alrighty. I send you all these notes here. Do you have any questions?
No, sir. This is very eye-opening.
Cool. Apply that structure to your gameplay. Best of threes. Understand what your job is now. Really understand, like, farming is fucking broken. Doesn't mean to do nothing the whole game. It's play off your item advantages. Play off your level 6 advantages. Think about the timing of everything. Instead of just saying random shit, dig into the details. It's the fun part about League. That's like getting candy in school, dude. I don't know. It's literally like so fun. It should be fun for you. If it's not, maybe you hate the game. Everyone hates the game. But besides the point, listen, if you care about the game, you love the game, you enjoy it, then dig into the details of it. It actually gets way more fun. Okay, and then try to beat these like item timers. If you go to your OPGG, what you can do real quick is actually like check, go to builds, and then see like how late you're getting items. Like 12 minutes. Okay, what happened in this game? Like this game, it's like 11. Okay, cool. You want to go for like 8s every single game. You want to go for as early as you possibly can every single game. Let me pull up one of my accounts real quick. And I can just like show you. I don't even know if I have games on this account. Easy Lennon. Nope. Okay, what account am I playing? Freak is go. Not saying that I get good items every single game, but it's like let's take a look at this 8-minute item, right? 8 minutes here. I'm playing Varus jungle. 10 minutes a little bit later. I'm playing Varus jungle. Here, 6-minute item. Okay, this game I got 20 kills. This game, 6-minute item. Like I'm pushing my items. Like that's my goal. 8 minutes. Like I'm pushing for my items. 10 minutes, a little late. Okay, like cool. Like 9 minutes. Like that should be your goal. Is like your goal is to get it as early as possible. Like this game, don't know what happened. I was losing, so I gotta get it at 12. Like that should be your number one goal, is to beat your timer on your items. Some games you get it later, that's fine. But if you look at the average of all the games you're playing and when you're completing your items, if it's really delayed, it's really late, it's a serious problem. Alrighty. Well, I'll leave you to it. Good luck on your climb. Good luck on your games. I will see you around, man. I'll see you like next week.